Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, so we all heard about what happened with Alpo Martinez earlier this morning. In case you guys don't know, Alpo Martinez, who was portrayed by Cameron in the movie Pay the Fool, he was gunned down today, and he passed at the hospital. And basically, from what the reports were saying, he was the intended target. So it wasn't an accident. It wasn't wrong place at the wrong time. He was the intended target. So technically that makes it a hit. So, at the end of the day, and I'm going to just be frank about this, and I'm going to address people that's, giving their opinion on the internet and all this kind of stuff and trying to justify this dude. At the end of the day, I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm not in celebrating the dude being out of here, but at the same time, I'm not going to say that I'm sad about it as well. I'm kind of numb on the situation, because at the end of the day, this dude was a snitch. At the end of the day, he snitched, he told. And then he the worst kind of snitch too. This is a dude that was responsible for multiple bodies. Multiples. Double digits from what they're saying. Double digits. And when he got caught, he wasn't man enough to do his time. He gave up names and told on a lot of people. And he just fall in line with a long list of other rats, from Sammy the Bull Gravano to Nicky Barnes to Frank Lucas. Just quite a few people, So I'm not finna sit up here and celebrate this dude like he's some kind of hood hero, because he's not. Because at the end of the day, he told. There's always been a saying in the streets: you get caught, that's on you. You don't tell on nobody else. You do your time like a man, because you know the risk. When you out there doing stuff like that, there's a possibility that you can get caught. Okay? So you already willing to take that risk when the money is flowing and everything is going good. The pros and cons with that. So eventually you probably gonna get caught if you don't get out in time. Even if you do try to get out, they still could be trying to build a case against you. So at the end of the day, when you get caught, it's about you. It's not about it's about you. It's not about anybody else. You the one that get caught. So because you made a mistake and you got caught, you want everybody else who didn't get caught to go down with you? Nah, that's weak. That's cowardly. That's just how the streets is. I mean, in this day and age, you got a lot of people trying to justify people telling and all that kind of stuff, even though people that supposed to have ties to the streets trying to justify and give people a snitch pass. Nah, no. Sorry, not gonna be able to do it. Double X posse. Nah, if you a snitch, you a snitch. And you can't sit up there and condemn one snitch, but then you have your favorite snitch and you trying to give him some kind of pass, like what people trying to do with that you know who. And I'm just keeping it a buck. And like I said, Alpo ain't nobody to idolize as far as street credibility go, because he told. That's fact. That's fact. He told. Do you think if Sammy the Bull Gravano said he wanted to come on my show, you think I would do an interview with him? Absolutely not. Do you think I would do an interview with Nicky Barnes, or any of those type of people? Absolutely not. I'm not doing an interview with those kind of dudes, because at the end of the day, they told. Even when I got caught, I said nothing. Oh, who do you work for? Oh, who's your supplier? Nah, me. I work for me. You're not finna play little fish to get the big fish game with me. I didn't bring up nobody's name. Didn't have no interest in doing it. So, but now, like I said, this day and age, you live in the internet age where you got a lot of people on here trying to justify somebody being a snitch. And then, for the most part, they ain't got no ties to the street. They just a bunch of nerds talking shit over the internet. Ain't never broke down a bag in their life. Ain't never bagged up no green. Ain't never, you know what I'm saying, had an illegal, tool with the serial number scratched off. But then they trying to set the rules and regulations of the streets based off looking at New Jack City and Boys in the Hood and Menace Society. If you ain't really lived that lifestyle, you don't have no right to be talking about it. And you definitely don't have no right to be trying to lay down street politics and ground rules for people who actually live that lifestyle, and you just some dude over the internet popping off at the mouth. So, and like I said, as far as Alpo go, I'm not surprised by this. I do think he got a little too comfortable just walking around, because I was seeing the videos, him walking around, riding motorcycles and all that kind of stuff. And you got to understand something. Some people like commending you, because that means they probably gonna drop down somewhere down the line. There's people that's disgusted by you, like, hey man, you got some nerve walking around here after what you did. All the lives you destroyed and ruined and took. And then when you got caught up to save your own ass, you told on other people. So some people looking at it like that's like a slap in the face. So that's just my take on the whole thing. So don't come on here on my channel trying to justify who he was and all this stuff about, oh, well, he owned up to it and all that. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff. Because if he really was for the streets and he cared about the streets and he was like he regretted what he did, he would have never went back to New York. He would have started a life somewhere else. So you have to look at this from all perspectives. You can't talk to me about the streets if you ain't never lived that lifestyle. For real. Or been around people that was like living that lifestyle. I mean, spent a decent amount of time around people that live that lifestyle. So I'm just saying, man, save the mouse pet mobster shit for somebody else. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about the Alpo situation. Like I said, that's how I feel about it. I'm not finna say rest in peace, because I don't feel that way about him. But at the end of the day, I'm not finna say rest in peace, rest in piss neither. I'm just numb about the whole thing, because like I said before, I'm not finna celebrate, and feel bad for a documented snitch. And I mean, he's a documented snitch. So that's all I have to say. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.